Hello there, do come in. Welcome to another GTFU highlights video, and this is a very special one. It says street racing on there, that's not right. This is the final race, final round. So the final race of the season. The championship is still up for grabs. It's between Mike and Hyder, as we are away on the first lap. So Hyder and Mike are 1 and 2 on the track there. So Mancy 3rd, Johnson 4th, Wacky 5th, Grandad 6th, Dodger 7th, and Tiggs in 8th. It's worth bearing in mind, of course, that Grandad and Mancy are fighting for that 3rd place in the championship. Mancy well ahead on that one at the moment, and Hyde has got the mark of the championship at the moment, with him being right out in the front, but Mike is not giving him a lot of space to play with, a lot of no time to relax there for Hyde, because Mike is all up his chuff and determined to get past him. It's been a great battle throughout the season between these two, and in fact between all the drivers on the track. It's been a very entertaining season. It's been the first season I've done highlights videos for, and I've really enjoyed doing them. And I hope that the few of you that have watched have enjoyed watching them, and don't forget to leave me a comment. That's the thing that gets me excited, let's say. Leaving a comment. Anyway, enough of that, let's get on with the race here. So Mike gets all over the back, pulls out the slipstream, is going to have a look on the inside into this little awkward chicane. In fact, it would be the outside, wouldn't it, not the inside. Correct myself there. Nothing doing there though for Mike, and that is Wacky in the background going a little bit wide, bouncing over the curbs. Might be able to avoid a penalty. We saw how easy it is to pick up a penalty on this track in the last race, and this is a battle further back. This is for 4th place. This is Wacky and Johnson. Johnson had a terrible first race. He got all his tyre choices wrong and ended up light years behind, although light years is a measure of time, not distance, I think. I can't remember. No, is it the other way around? I can't remember. Anyway, I keep getting sidetracked, don't I? Sorry about that. Okay, and there's a big group of 4 behind them there, but we can see everyone battling there. So we can see 1 and 2, that's Hyde and Mike, then Mancy, Johnson and Wacky following on behind there. Johnson having a look, and then behind them we've got Tiggs, Dodger and Grandad all squabbling, and there is someone else in there as well who's, I can't remember who that would be now, because they're not on the tower on the left there. So, and that is, was that Wacky giving Mancy a little nudge? Is that going to help him? Keeps him next to, no it doesn't, so he dives into the slipstream of Johnson there, looking for that podium position. He's needs to be focused on Grandad and know where he is, because he's the championship rival, as I said earlier in the video. And Mike now diving out of the slipstream to have a look at Hyde. Let's have a look at this battle at the front. As Mike got it, he has on the tower at the moment. It says he's in front, but he's certainly not a car length in front. They are side by side. He is now a car length in front, but he's picked himself up a half-second penalty, so that's not going to help him much. Must have just taken the edge off a corner somewhere. And someone going very wide, 2 people going very wide into the gravel in the background there. Not sure who that was. It looked like it could be Dodger and someone, maybe Tiggs. And Hyde is back in front now, back past Mike. Did Mike get a penalty there, or did I imagine that? I'm sure it flashed up that there was a penalty, but I can't see anything on the screen. So Hyde, and Mike has lost a load of time there. In fact, he's in danger. Don't know what happened. Maybe he missed a gear, or I didn't see him lose a slide or anything. So I don't know what happened to Mike, but he lost a lot of time there. And that is Johnson now all the way up behind him. So Johnson will be troubling. He'll be distracting him from his main objective, which is to get past Hyde in the front there. But yeah, like I say, he's giving him a bit of space there, giving him a bit of time to relax. Someone who's not relaxed, of course, is Mike, because Johnson is all over. Like, what kind of Johnson? I think maybe on the soft tyre. He will be on the soft tyres, because he was right at the back of the last race, and Mike is on the mediums. So we'd still fancy Mike's chances though to pull out a little bit. No offence to Johnson, of course, but Mike is very fast when he gets his teeth sunk into it. So he has in fact left Johnson behind a little bit there. So that was that one over. Here we are. This is the battle further back now. This is the battle for 6th, I suppose. Wacky's there in 5th, but he's a bit further on. And this is Bees, who is on the hard tyres. Winner of the last race, in fact, so yes, on the hard tyres, and he's still all over the back of Grandad, who I'm assuming is either on the mediums or the softs. And B's round the outside onto the grass. Is he going to manage to hold it round there? Is he going to pick up a penalty? No, he does not. Gets it past Grandad nice and clean. Good work, B's. And we are back onto the long straight, so we're going to take a little skip forward in time now. And Mike has caught back up, but he's brought Johnson with him as well. So now we have a three-way battle for the lead of this race. There's a little bit of a gap between them all, but not too much. So very much alive, this battle. In fact, Mike has gone out of the slipstream of Hyde there, thinking maybe he's got a chance around the outside into here, or at least on the inside for the exit. Nope. Nothing doing. He's just showing him his nose, letting him know he's there. Careful not to pick up a penalty, boys. Very easy to do around that little section there. As we go on to the next long straight. Can't remember what these straights are called. It's enough effort doing these videos without having to learn corner names. So yes, Hyde still in front there. Mike taped onto the back of him. Mike's going to once again dive out and have a look, see if he can maybe get a nose somewhere just to get away past Hyde, because they're so equally matched. And he's finding it particularly difficult. Hyde going very wide on the exit, not quite as wide as Johnson did, but very wide nonetheless. Is that going to get him any penalties? It is not, but it has affected his exit, so Mike getting the better exit out of that corner. And is he just going to manage to drive past along the straight here? He is indeed. I think he's got it done. Not quite. Not quite got the inside for this one. Surely that's going to drop Hyde behind him now. Nope, still side by side, still fighting it out. And into this little tricky section here. And Hyde has managed to hold on to it. I would have put money on Mike coming past there, because he definitely got a better exit out of that corner, but stuck behind him as we go on board with Mike into the championship leading battle here. So we're going to have a look how close he is to Hyde. Dives out of the slipstream once again on the outside. He spent a lot of his time side by side. These two drivers obviously trusting each other completely, which is one of the great things about the GTFU series, is you can generally trust other drivers. Some of us are clumsy, and I'm not ruling myself out of that bracket, but nothing is ever malicious, I don't think. And Hyde has actually managed to maintain that position for now, as we are on lap 3 of 7, so we're nearly halfway through the race now. And Mike not managing to, despite trying everything, not managing quite to get past him, and he's got a penalty there now as well. He's got a half-second penalty, so that is definitely not going to help him. He's going to have to get past Hyde and disappear half a second up the road. It's taken him 3 laps to get past Hyde, which I think he might actually finally do this time, although I've said that before. It says he's in the lead on the tower, and he is indeed in the lead on the track, so now he needs to pull out a decent gap so he can serve that penalty without losing his place. But Hyde is not going to give it up that easy. He's having a little look, but not quite doing anything about it. Maybe he's just going to decide to hang on there and wait for Mike to serve. We're a bit further around the lap now. We're taking a skip on a bit further around lap 3, and we're going to see what happens when Mike serves this penalty. Excuse me, I just need to have a quick cough. As I've said in previous videos, can't mute me mic because it goes all crackly. I'm hoping it's not crackly. I know it's recently on some videos it has, but yes, anyway, that's why I can't mute it. So Mike serves his penalty, and is that going to give Hyde that position back? Not easily, I have to say, but he's just about done it. He has done it, in fact. Mike dives into the slipstream through the Porsche curves. Everything is back to how it was a lap ago, so Mike can get past him. He just needs to avoid getting the penalty. Running very close to the edge there. Avoid getting the penalty, and he may just be able to make that one stick. I'm not sure if just winning this race is enough for his championship hopes, but I suspect it will be, from my memory of the points. I have no way of putting the points on the screen. If anyone can think of a way, please do let me know, because that would be very handy for these videos. Lap 4 now, nothing changed, but that doesn't mean the racing has been dull. We are still focusing on this championship battle at the front. The fastest lap at the moment is by Johnson. It's a 1:25, and that's 2 seconds faster than Hyde's fastest lap. I mean, Hyde is on the hard tyres. Point that out. It's not a skill issue. Oh, and someone's got a penalty there. That's Mike once again with a penalty. Is this going to be an exact replay of lap 3? I think it pretty much is. It's in the same place and everything. So Mike going around the outside, and he's going to drop that one in, and then I'm guessing that when he serves his penalty, Hyde will come back past him. Like I say, exactly the same as lap 3. But we'll hang on and see as Mike picked himself up another penalty there, because he did run very wide. I think he's just about got away with that, and he lights up the timing board with a purple sector. So we're sticking with this battle out front, watching them do the long drag down the straight here. Hyde is going to have a look on the inside here. He's got right up alongside Mike, no doubt that he's got that inside line if he wants it. But that will give Mike the inside for the exit. In fact, Hyde has gone all the way past and can now park it on the apex and slow Mike down a little bit. That's a tricky one now. Again, we're looking at the penalties. See if they get one. You've got to be very careful with those white lines. I keep saying it, and it remains true. So Mike, once again, has to get past Hyde and pull out some kind of gap. He can do the getting past bit. Pulling the gap, that's a bit more tricky. If he could avoid getting the penalty at all, that would be a huge boost to his championship challenge here. Whoa, and Hyde gets all kind of messy on the exit there, so that is going to actually maybe be a dream come true for Mike, but we can see Johnson coming up in the background. Let's have a little look further back here. So we've got Bees currently in 4th, and Mancy trying to get 3rd in the championship and trying to get 4th in the race, just trying to get past Bees. Getting a better run out of that one. He's got slightly better tyres than Bees. And up the inside, are we going to end up with a side-by-side drag down the straight? I believe we are. So we're going to stick with this one for a while, because this is quite a good little battle occurring further back. Keeping an eye on the tower on the left as well, just to see what's happening in the championship battle. But it looks like Mancy is ahead. He is indeed ahead into the Porsche curve. So, oh no. We've skipped on a little bit there. That was confusing. No transition, just a skip. But we are on the same battle, and the positions haven't changed. So we're going to be watching Bees, just trying to sneak it past Mancy. In the background there, the eagle-eyed amongst you will have spotted Grandad as well, who is in that 3rd place championship battle with Mancy. So he will be willing Bees to get past him, as indeed he does. Onto the first part of the straight. A little skip of time now to lap 5 of 7. Mancy having a look past Bees, and is he going to get that one done back again? I do like that Kawasaki green Aston Martin livery. I know it doesn't make a lot of sense, but it's a nice looking livery on the car there. So Bees on the inside, is he going to hold that one? Bees not really fighting for the championship, as I said in the, I can't remember if it was in the previous race or this one. He did go on holiday recently, so missed a couple of rounds at least. So he can just go out there and enjoy himself, and he's very much doing that at the minute. Mancy, however, does have a position in the championship to fight for, so he will be wanting Bees to just piss off, basically, and leave him alone and get in Grandad's way instead. So Mancy holding that inside line, doing a really good job of defending against Bees. Bees is no slouch when it comes to racing. Side by side onto the straight. Oh no, not quite side by side. Bees just all up the chuff there. Let's take a little skip. Is this a replay? I think this might be a replay now. And we are looking at Mike. So has something happened at the front here? Oof, that is Mike and Hyde both going very wide. Flicking the tails into the gravel there. Mike is running out of time for this race. And he's got a penalty. He's got a 1 second penalty this time, so at least he has changed that. And is that going to give Johnson that 2nd place? Is that going to hand Hyde the championship? Has he defeated himself with his own penalties? It's starting to look very much like that is the case. So it looks like Johnson has got that 3rd position there. So that is looking good for Hyde in the championship. And this is Mike further on round the track. This is the penultimate lap now. Mike desperately wanting that second place back. It's all he can do for the championship now. Hyde is disappearing into the distance, so he's going to become untouchable very soon if he hasn't done so already. We've seen plenty of this nose to tail action and then side by side throughout this race. Sometimes it sticks, sometimes it doesn't. Is it going to in this case? Stay tuned to find out. And Mike gets it past him there. So Mike doing all he can to hold on to the championship, as I keep saying. We are now on board with Mansi, and we're looking at the back of B's car here. What we're going to see, we're going to see a big old slide from Mansi there. Just got his foot down a bit heavily there. This is a replay. Let's have a look at a replay, because it was pretty spectacular. It's a good save, I have to say. Good save. Went 3 different ways with the back end and managed to end up pointing the right way. Lost him loads of time, but 10 out of 10 for style. Final lap now, and we've got Hyde in the lead by some margin. Something's going to have to go very wrong for him. Mike in second place. Again, he's pulled out the gap on Johnson now. So that second place is fairly secure if he can avoid crashes or penalties and the like. Johnson in third, a fine battle there. Second briefly for a while and looking at first, but ends up in third with no one behind him, no one pushing him. B's in fourth. Go on, B's. Good race. Good race, particularly with Mansi. We saw a bit of that race going on. You can see Mansi just cresting the hill there in fifth position, with his championship rival Grandad behind him. And I think, if I'm not wrong, I think that will probably be enough for Grandad to take that third in the championship. So congratulations, Grandad. If the race finishes like this. We do have some tail end battles going on. This is Dodger and Wacky fighting for 7th. Dodger's got a bit of a line on, got a bit of a gap there, not a line, got a bit of a gap on Wacky. So I don't think we'll see much change there, barring crashes. And little old Tiggs pootling around at the back end there in 9th position. So Dodger's picked up half a second. Is this going to be a last little position swap here? Is this going to be a final little boost, something for Wacky to smile about on the final lap? As we see sorry, my TV's just done something weird. We see Artful Dodger getting that position. Stop that, that's it. Okay, and sorry, got distracted there. My telly went on the blink just at the dying moments of the season. Hyde in first, Mike in second, and I suspect that is how the championship will end. Johnson getting that third position. Good drive, Johnson. B's in fourth. I think he came right from the back pretty much, so good job on B's. Mansi did all he could to beat Grandad, coming in fifth in this race, but you can see Grandad in the background there, and he is going to pick up third in the championship. Over to the pit wall to wave at his team. Nice touch. Wacky in 7th, Dodger in 8th, and Tiggs rolling home in 9th. Thank you all very much for watching. It's been a tremendous season. Well done, Hyde. Well done, Mike. That was an amazing battle. It's been great to commentate on. And well done, Grandad, for third. So those are your top 3 from the championship, and we will see you for the next championship. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Oh, and comment.